Welcome back to the shipyard. Occasionally I like to go way back. Yeah, way, way, way back. Like a baseball slugger hitting a home run way back. Anyway, Wave 3, USS Equinox. There was a point in time where this ship had a fair point, fair place in the meta. Colo Equinox. Colo to draw all the fire Equinox with a whole bunch of shield buffs, and if you didn't kill the ship, Colo brought all those shields back. Well, the Equinox brought all those shields back, um, and you had to do it all over again. You put Hood Riker on there, systems upgrade, Unimatrix shielding, all that good stuff. Those days are done because of the Colo nerf. But is this pack still worth hunting down? That is, of course, the question. That's why we're here. So, without further ado, the Equinox. Nova class, 2233. Nothing impressive, outstanding on the surface, right? 2 attack dice, not going to punch a hole in anything. To evade, not really going to evade fire from, well, anything. 3 hold, not going to hold up to much. And 3 shields, again, not really going to hold up to much. Action. Disable one of your active shields. Oh great, now we're down to 2. During the end phase this round, repair all of your damaged shields. Okay, again, we talked about this. You need more shields. The more shields you can put on this, the better it is, right? Because if you have, say, 5 or 6 shields and you disable one, you're not losing as big a percentage, and you have more to bring back, right? It's the same reason 1 is so effective on a Borg sphere or tactical cube or oversized cube. Yeah. Anyway, 2 crew slots, a weapon, a tech. Not all that impressive, but again, we know that you put Sakona on here, you got more weapons. You put systems upgrade, you got another tech. It all just keeps compounding. The dial, it's not very impressive either. You get the 1 reverse, that's kind of nice. 4 straight is a cap. 2 turns are white. That again, always a nice thing. But I'm not one to be blown away by mini dials. Alright, the generic down to 18 points. Wake me up when it's less. Alright, our first captain, skill 4, and that's never exciting. Rudolph Ransom. When defending, if there is an evade token beside your ship, roll +2 defense dice. Intriguing enough, right? Not a great captain for the Equinox because you need an action for your shields. You need an action for your evade. But there's a build for Ransom. There's a way to make that work. Still subject to rule of 3, which is unfortunate these days. But again, most things aren't giving you tons of defense dice. I could see a nice little Ransom Hood Riker build. Get 3 total dice. And have an evade. Very defensive ship. Would be interesting. Especially on something like the Sutherland. Boy, that would be tough to kill. Maxwell Burke. Action. Discard this card to gain +2 attack dice this round. Boy. Talk about telegraphing, right? Spend your action at skill 2. Get rid of your captain. So now you're going to fire at skill 1. Because skill recalculates a change of phase. So you're stating from the get-go, hey, I'm going to roll more attack dice, and I'm going to be the last one to shoot. You are the number 1 target priority, basically. I don't think I've ever run Maxwell Burke. I don't think I ever will run Maxwell Burke. There are plenty of other 1-point fed captains that I will run before I run Maxwell Burke. I will run Q as a captain before I run Maxwell Burke. And yeah, this even comes with a generic captain. That's how old it is. All right. Hey, there's some Kindling in this pack. Photon torpedoes. 5 dice, range 2 to 3. Target lock. Spend your target lock. Disable a card. Yeah, bad. Convert a battle station into a crit. Ooh, and you can fire from forward or rear. Yawn. Ooh, I get 1 measly conversion. And I have to spend a target lock and a disable. It's not worth it. It's not worth it for only 5 dice. I don't care how big of a boost it is on this ship. It's not worth it. All right. Navigational deflector. When taking damage, you may discard this card to cancel 1 hit. Ooh, 1 hit for 5 points. Yeah, that's worth it. If the damage is from a minefield or obstacle, disable this card instead of discarding it. If you disable this card, you may roll defense dice against obstacles or minefields. Ooh. So very conditional. You can roll some defense dice against minefields. I mean, yes, it's good against cloaked mines. I will grant you that. But you still have to be taking the damage, cancel it, and then you get to roll defense dice. It's a whole wording nightmare. All right, we get an EMH. It counts as either a crew or tech. When you use a tech upgrade that requires you to disable it, you can disable this card instead. That's not bad at all. There's some tech that requires the disable and transfer disable over. I mean, yes, of course, these things are better with time tokens, but I'm actually okay with this. This is like the first plausible card since Ransom. And Ransom was a little bit ago. And Ransom's okay. This is also okay. The Equinox is reasonably good, even today. All right. Yeah, that was the image. All right. Marla Gilmore. Descendant of Rory and Lorelei. From the famous Gilmore line of Connecticut. Action. If your ship is not cloaked, disable all of your remaining shields and target a ship at range 1 to 2 that is not cloaked and has no active shields. Disable this card and 1 tech of your choice on the target ship. You may then use that upgrades action, if any, as a free action this round. All right. So conditional. So conditional. Marla Gilmore is putting me to sleep. I need some coffee. Boy. I don't want to spend an action to do this. I don't want to disable my shields to do this. Boy, this is the kind of thing. This feels like a hack, right? This is a hacking ability where you target, you take control of enemy tech, and you get to use it for your own purposes. And that feels like you don't need to lower your shields and target a ship. Well, at least the target ship's shields don't have to be down, but why do your shields have to go down? That seems pointless. Oh, no, the target ship shields do have to be down. Bah, I say bah. Yeah, this card's just bad. Very situational. I can't think of any tech that require actions where I would actually want to use her. Noah Lessing. Disable this card in any one of your tech upgrades to target a ship at range 1 to 2. Disable one of the target ship's active shields. Okay, that's disable. So I'm spending 2 actions to disable a shield. I guess that's potentially useful against something like, or something running shield adaptation. Right, let me pull that up. Shield adaptation. Right, this thing. Discard this card if the ship has no active shields. Okay, so right, if we can get rid of their active shields, that's like the one time that Noah Lessing is potentially good. But why not just spend 5 points on projected stasis field? Right? You getting the idea here? All right. The emergency medical hologram is also a crew, right? Utopia just splits it. There's not a crew version and a tech version. Okay, so this pack as a whole, right? Noah's so conditional. Marla puts me to sleep. The EMH is okay at best. Nav deflector is just bad. Photon torpedoes are kindling. Like I said, the captains are, well, okay, Maxwell Burke is bad. Bad. I guess he's got one little tiny situation with Hood Riker, but that's still not ideal. Rudolph Ransom has a playable scenario with evade builds, and I can see him getting use. And then the Equinox is playable, but is just not really prime time. And I guess that's the best way of putting it. Is now this is a ship that went from top tier competitive. Like, you needed to have an Equinox to do everything, to be able to explore builds. And it's just dropped down. It's still okay. It still has its uses. It's a tech piece now. But I don't think that it's what, well, I know for a fact it's not what it used to be. And that's okay, right? It's okay for the meta to change, for rules to change, for combos to change. It's healthy. The thing is, this pack has kind of become skippable because of it. It was already bordering on skippable, but now it truly is a miss. So that's my verdict. That's my overall thoughts, is the USS Equinox as a whole. If you have it, you can certainly make use of it, but there's no need to pay an exorbitant amount of money in order to get one. All right. That's it for me. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, we'll see you around the shipyard. Take care, guys.